This one's called There Were Two Girls Who Looked a Lot the Same. They had eyelashes that looked like a hula skirt made of coal. They blinked. Once they were happy, twice they were bored, 3 times it was a comedy of manners. They had a husky voice for the schoolyard and a girly voice when no one was listening. They laughed at the same jokes. They both thought Stephen Wright was hysterical. They knew many show tunes by heart. One would burst into All That Jazz and she'd nod and the other would launch into The Ladies Who Lunch. They both loved Kubrick. They both loved Truffaut. One could quote from Dr. Strangelove. One could quote from The 400 Blows. They stayed up all night watching All About Eve, Mildred Pierce, Annie Hall, and Lolita, over and over. One wore rouge, one just blushed. One wore lipstick, one bit her lip. It looked like they wore glasses, but really, it was a telescope. The astronomy was tangible. Both could fly. It was a matter of fact. They were night owls, they liked creme brulee, and they could fly. They mostly walked. They weren't flaunters. They studied the Renaissance. They saw themselves writing sonnets and painting on ceilings. They thought the body was 90% water and 10% confetti. Of course they should celebrate. Of course they should swim. They kept calendars from every year the world had been breathing. They knew where the first tear had been shed, when the first apple had fallen far from the tree. They went into melancholy as deeply as joy. They memorized scenes from A Streetcar Named Desire, Death of a Salesman and The Iceman Coming. Then suddenly it was Gidget movies, American Bandstand, and Grease. They wanted a bite from each world. One day, they went shopping for miniskirts. One was twirling, one was somber. The happy one said in a no-coward twang, "Ta-ta, I want men to like me for more than my mind." The other said, "You'll get more than that. They won't even notice you're mine." The happy one looked pathos in the eye as if she knew which horse would win at the racetrack. Men stuck to her like she had a flypaper ass. She talked about Cicero and physics, and after half an hour looked up for his hypothesis. All he said was, "Your clothes off or mine." She gulped. She began speaking about the use of cinematography in Days of Heaven, rhapsodizing on magic hour technique. He said, "You believe in giving head, or you not that type of girl?" What kind of girl was she? She wouldn't lie down and play dumb. She was about to talk about allegory. Suddenly the somber girl said, "You thought life would be a picnic. True, many carrots have been brought your way, but your face says it all." The formerly happy girl said, "What has life been like for you?" Suddenly the somber girl is trading witty quips with the same guy. They look blissful. They are talking of music, humming to each other, laughing. Formerly happy said, "When does he interrupt to proposition you?" Samba said, "He never does. No matter how happy he is with me, he's never that happy, if you know what I mean." Then they simultaneously squeal, "You've got it better than me." Happy said, "It's a guy's world." Samba said, "It's a mad world too." Their anger gradually dissipated by the sheer absurdity. Suddenly they looked identical, absolutely the same, radiant, defiant, and everything in between.